On the ice now, Marie-Jade LAURIAULT and Romain Le GAC. Representing France. She's 20 years old. He is 22. They train in Montreal, a couple on and off the ice. They got married in 2015. Two-time. Sorry.
I was going to say, these guys have a super fun opening. I'm so impressed with the improvements that they've made. And so much of the Latin rhythm is attitude, and I think that's something that they're starting to feel comfortable with. And there we see a very successful twizzle sequence and a continuation of the attitude right out of it, like it's all they ever expected. You can see they're very well trained. And of course, their coaches have had quite a bit of success lately as well. Patrice Lauzon, Marie-France Dubré, and Roman Hagenauer. So I think a lot of the confidence probably of their training mates has rubbed off on them. I think that's...
Well, they train with the best in the world.
That's right.
Papadakis and Cicerone and Virtue and Moyer now.
Absolutely. And you can't help but be inspired when you train with teams of that caliber every day. And I have to say, there is a huge improvement I'm seeing in them from last year. Difficult moment in their side-by-side step sequence there. She loses her footing. Wow. And a spectacular lift there to finish the program.
Seemed to be a lot of speed out there and a little bit more maturity than I was expecting from a dance team that's only been together a couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I think they've really proved themselves here. However, you know, and unfortunately, this is something that we may have to come back to a lot because I think due to the nature of Latin dancing, the speed, a lot of mistakes are going to be made. And there in that side-by-side step sequence, you saw her lose her footing and put her knee down. We'll have to see if the referee counts that as a fall, which would be a 1-point deduction. But, you know, I was so excited to sort of jump to my feet here at the end of that program because, you know, despite maybe not being able to compete with the best of the best here at this competition, these guys have clearly improved. And I think that's really something to celebrate. So in the Olympic season, that pressure, the just knowing what's at stake, knowing that you have the chance to prove yourself on a big stage, more people are watching skating. A lot of times with that comes more mistakes.
And when you're training with the best in the world, and you've been in these situations where you have so many talented ice dancers in one place, Is there a tendency to push a little harder, to try a little too quickly to do things maybe you're not ready to do?
Absolutely, and I think that's the best way to improve. However, the downside of that is it can lead to mistakes in competition. And, you know, as you said, they haven't been together all that long. And just having the solidity of a partnership that is born of experience will help stave off some of those mistakes in the future. And, you know, I think they have a lot of things to be excited for here. And something else I wanted to point out was just their musical choice. I thought was great. I feel like sometimes teams bite off more they can chew, especially with Latin music, in terms of, like, you know, having to fit a certain character. I felt that this music fit their personality really well. It didn't feel bigger than them at any point. And that's an important aspect. And here you can see as she jumps onto that foot, she just loses her balance. And like you said, sometimes when you're trying too hard, that can happen. But he's known for being incredibly strong. And if you didn't know before, you certainly know now. Just making it look so easy. Continuing to move across the ice when you're holding your partner like that actually might be the hardest thing. And he made it look really easy. So you can see the preparation, the hard work that went into this program, and they still have an opportunity in the free dance to show their best.
They started this season at the Autumn Classic in Montreal, where they placed 6th, scored 58.80 in the short program there. So this, a couple of points below what they were able to do last month. And again, the deduction there.
Yeah, and no matter how much improvement you make from one season to the next, making a mistake will always sort of rain on your parade. So these guys want to get that taste out of their mouth in the free dance.